Hello everyone. In this class we will discuss types of redox reactions. So what are the classifications of redox reactions? That part we will discuss. So before that, how to identify first of all the redox reaction. So first we will discuss that how to identify the redox reaction. Then we will discuss followed by the types of redox reactions here. Let us take some examples. I will take some examples like this. Here HCl when reacts with NaOH will get NaCl plus water. Some other type of reactions here. Copper when reacts with Ag plus, it will form copper 2 plus and Ag. Another reactions, NaCl when reacts with AgNO3, then it will form NaNO3 plus AgCl. Let me take one more reaction here. KMnO4 you treat with hydrogen peroxide, you will get manganese 2 plus and oxygen. Let us take, these are the some examples. So out of these four reactions, which reactions are redox reactions and which reactions are non-redox reactions? How to identify? So anyhow, what is a redox reaction? So in the reaction, both oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously. So first of all, we have to find out oxidation of reaction and redox of reaction. If you find out oxidation of reaction and reduction of reaction in a particular reaction, then we can say it is a redox reaction overall. Then how can we identify this oxidation of reaction and reduction of reaction? So this part we have discussed already in the last video. If you want, you can see. I'll provide the link in the description. Identification of oxidation reduction and of reduction reaction. That is based on the change in oxidation state you can identify. So let us see in the case of first reaction to identify the redox reaction. First we have to calculate oxidation state of all elements in the given molecules. So first we will see here hydrogen oxidation state +1 and a chlorine -1. In case of sodium hydroxide, sodium +1, oxygen -2, hydrogen +1. In case of sodium chloride, Na+1, Cl-. In case of water, hydrogen +1, oxygen -2. These are the oxidation states of the elements. Now you find out any compound is undergoing change in oxidation state or not. So in case of HCl, hydrogen oxidation state is constant and chlorine oxidation state also constant. Here HCl there is no change in oxidation state. This is constant. Means HCl you are neither undergoing oxidation nor reduction. Similarly NaOH +1 to +1, oxygen -2 to -2 and the hydrogen again +1 to and the +1. Here sodium hydroxide also there is no change in oxidation state. Also here sodium hydroxide neither oxidation nor reduction. So in this reaction you cannot identify oxidizing species or reducing species. There is no oxidation of reaction and there is no reduction of reaction. So hence this is not a redox reaction. Let us see second example. Here copper, it is a free elemental state, the oxidation state is 0. And silver, the charge is carrying, so whatever the charge present in the silver, that is its oxidation state. And the copper 2 plus, the oxidation state again this is +2. And the silver here again free elemental state is 0. Now see copper, it is changing from 0 to +2. Means what? The oxidation state of copper is increasing. Means what? This off reaction is oxidation of reaction. And so the silver +1 to 0. Here the oxidation state is decreasing. If the oxidation state is decreasing, we can say this is a reduction reaction. So it is a reduction of reaction. Now this overall reaction consisting of one oxidation of reaction and reduction of reaction. Means here simultaneously both copper undergoing oxidation and silver undergoing reduction. So you can say this reaction is a redox reaction. Simple, by identification of oxidation state, and we have to check whether the oxidation state is changing or not. Similarly, third case. Here NaCl, sodium plus 1, chlorine minus 1. In AgNO3, silver plus 1, nitrogen plus 5, oxygen minus 2. Again NO3, sodium plus 1, nitrogen plus 5, oxygen minus 2. Here plus 1, minus 1. Again you check the change in oxidation state. Sodium plus 1, 2 plus 1, chlorine minus 1, 2, minus 1. So no change in sodium chloride. So no element, none of the element undergoing change in oxidation state. Similarly, silver nitrate, again Ag plus 1, 2 plus 1, nitrogen plus 5, 2 plus 5, oxygen minus 2, 2 minus 2. Again, none of the element here also changing their oxidation state. Here, this substance also neither undergoing nor reduction, neither oxidation or reduction. So here, both the reactants, they are not undergoing any oxidation or reduction process. Again, this is not a redox reaction. Why? Because here you cannot identify the oxidation of reaction or reduction of reaction. And the last case, KMnO4, potassium plus 1, manganese plus 7, oxygen minus 2. This is a hydrogen peroxide, hydrogen plus 1. In peroxide, oxygen oxidation state is minus 1. Is a manganese, anyhow the charge carrying plus 2. Your oxygen elemental state is 0. Now see potassium, here this is a counter ion. Manganese, it is changing from plus 7 to plus 2. Oxygen anyhow minus 2 to 0. And here hydrogen and oxygen minus 1 to 0. So here oxygen oxidation state is increasing. Oxygen oxidation state increasing means what? And this part undergoing oxidation. And the manganese plus 7 to plus 2. Here manganese oxidation state is decreasing. Means at this part undergoing a reduction. Again we have off oxidation reaction, off reduction reaction. So overall again it will give a redox reaction. So we can have both oxidation and reduction part in the chemical reaction. So the best way to identify the redox reaction is, first we have to write the all elements oxidation state, then we have to check the change in oxidation state of the elements in a given molecule. So accordingly we can identify whether the given reaction is redox reaction or not. Now we will see the types of redox reactions here. So we have various types are there. In that the first type of redox reaction is combination reaction. The first one is combination reaction. So the word itself will give a meaning. Combination means just combining of two substances or two reactants. Some examples here, combination reactions. Let me take magnesium. If we treat with oxygen, we will get magnesium oxide. And this is a combination reaction. First let us see whether it is a redox reaction or not. Here magnesium elemental state is 0, oxygen again elemental state it is a 0. And in this compound magnesium oxidation state is plus 2, oxygen oxidation state is minus 2. Now magnesium changing 0 to plus 2, increasing oxidation state, so this is the oxidation of part. And oxygen oxidation state changing from 0 to minus 2, again it is a decreasing, so this is a reduction. So magnesium undergoing oxidation and oxygen undergoing reduction. So both taking place simultaneously. We can say this is a redox reaction and this is a combination reaction. Like that you can take other also. Magnesium, if you treat with nitrogen, you will get magnesium nitride. And similarly calcium, if you treat with oxygen, you will get calcium oxide. And these are the some examples of combination reaction. They are the redox reactions. We can give here a best example in combination reactions. most of the time combustion reactions or redox reactions. Combustion reactions or redox reactions. You can remember this statement. Accordingly, you can write combustion means, again, one of the example again, you can take methane. If you burn in presence of oxygen, you will get carbon dioxide and water. Next, second type of reaction here, decomposition reactions. Decomposition reaction. So this is quite opposite to the combination. Combination means just mixing of two reactants. Here, decomposition, it undergoes breakage, it undergoes decomposition and forms two or more byproducts. The type of reactions we can call decomposition reactions. Here, best example, we can take potassium chlorate. If we heat it, it undergoes decomposition and it will form potassium chloride plus oxygen. So in this case, again if we check, potassium plus 1, oxygen, chlorine plus 5, oxygen minus 2. Potassium plus 1, chlorine minus 1, oxygen 0 here. Now chlorine is changing its oxidation state plus 5 to minus 1, decreasing in oxidation state, and this is a reduction. And oxygen minus 2 to 0, increasing oxidation state, and this is the oxidation part. Again, this is an example for decomposition reaction. It is a redox reaction. Similarly, you can take sodium hydride. Just if we heat it, sodium hydride, it will give sodium metal and liberate the hydrogen. This is also example of the decomposition reaction. Here we can say one statement here. All decomposition reactions are not redox reactions. Only some of the decomposition reactions are redox reactions, but not all. If you want, we can take one example here. Decomposition of calcium carbonate. It will form calcium oxide and the carbon dioxide. And this is not a redox reaction, even though it is a decomposition reaction, but not redox reaction. Here calcium oxidation state plus 2 and the carbon plus 4 and oxygen minus 2. And the same in this product, calcium plus 2, oxygen minus 2, carbon plus 4 and oxygen minus 2. Now see, calcium plus 2 to plus 2, no change. Carbon plus 4 to plus 4, no change. Oxygen minus 2 to minus 2, no change. So whatever the oxidation states present in the reactant, the same are reappearing. There is no increasing or decreasing in oxidation state. So this is non-redox reaction. So from this example, we can conclude that all decomposition reactions are not redox reactions. And the third type of reaction here, displacement reaction. Displacement reactions. Your displacement, we have two types again further. One is metal displacement reaction and the second one non-metal displacement reactions. First of all, we'll see the metal displacement reaction. What is the meaning of displacement reaction? If one element displaces other elements from its compounds, then that we can call displacement reactions. Here, if metal displaces the other metal from its compound, then that reaction we can call metal displacement reaction. Let us take example here. Zinc, if you treat with copper sulfate, then it will form zinc sulfate plus copper. So this reaction, what happened? This copper is displaced by this zinc. Here zinc displaces the copper and it will form zinc sulfate and copper. So this is an example for metal displacement reaction. It is a redox reaction again. If you want, you can check zinc 0, copper plus 2 oxidation state, sulfur plus 6, oxygen minus 2. And here zinc plus 2 oxidation state, sulfur plus 6, oxygen minus 2, and the copper free elemental state is 0. Now zinc 0 to plus 2 increasing oxidation state, it is oxidation reaction, and a copper plus 2 to 0 decreasing oxidation state, and this is a reduction reaction. Both oxidation and reduction are there here, it is a redox reaction. You can take other examples also for this metal displacement reaction. Chromium trioxide if it react with aluminium. The aluminium is the best reducing agent. It reduces the chromium oxide and will form aluminium oxide and liberates and displaces the chromium. Here aluminium replaces the chromium from chromium oxide. It will form Al2O3 and chromium. It is also metal displacement reaction. Next, non-metal displacement reaction. And the second type is here is non-metal displacement. If non-metal displaces the non-metal from its compounds, then the type of reactions we can call non-metal displacement reactions. Here sometimes non-metals may replace hydrogen also from its compounds. This is also considered as a non-metal displacement reactions. Replacement of hydrogen from its compounds. So we can have a lot of example. Displacement of hydrogen. Generally, metal displaces hydrogen from acids or from water. So all these reactions comes under non-metal displacement reactions. Let us take few examples here. If we take sodium with water, sodium displaces the hydrogen from water. And this is called non-metal displacement reaction. Here metal displaces the non-metal. So it is a non-metal displacement reaction. And similarly you can take some other examples. Zinc if it react with acids, it will form zinc chloride, and also zinc replaces the non-metal. Here the example for hydrogen, we can consider it is also non-metal displacement reaction. And if you want to take pure non-metal displacement reaction, let me take chlorine. This is a non-metal. It displaces the bromine from potassium bromide. It will form KCl plus bromine. So here completely non-metal replaces or displaces the non-metal from potassium bromide. So these are some examples of non-metal displacement reaction. The non-metal displacement may be due to the metal or may be due to the non-metal. These are displacement reactions. And the fourth type of redox reaction is disproportionation reaction. This is very important reactions in all types of redox reactions. The fourth one is disproportionation reaction. It is a special type of the redox reaction in all types of redox reactions. Disproportionation. What is the meaning of this disproportionation reactions? So here one of the element in the reactant undergoes simultaneously both oxidation and reduction. The type of reactions we can call disproportionation reaction. When it is possible then. So these disproportionation reactions are possible if that element having variable oxidation states. Means it should have minimum 3 oxidation states. Then only the disproportionation reactions are possible. Element which is having minimum 3 oxidation states. In that reactant, if the element exists in the middle oxidation state, then it can undergo one oxidation state may be increased and other oxidation state may undergo decrease. Means one is increasing oxidation state, oxidation, and one is decreasing oxidation state reduction. So the same element undergo both oxidation and reduction. Let us take one example here, the disproportionation reactions. So very important reaction, white phosphorus. If you treat in presence of base in water, then you will get phosphine plus sodium hydrogen phosphide. Now see this reaction, phosphorus, this elemental state, oxidation state is 0. Now this phosphorus undergo both oxidation and reduction simultaneously, the same phosphorus element. Here 0, in this case phosphorus oxidation state -3, and in this case oxidation state of phosphorus is +1. Now we know that phosphorus is having variable oxidation state. The minimum oxidation state is -3 and the maximum oxidation state is +5. In between we can have a 0, +1, +3, some etc. Variable oxidation state. Now the primary condition to show the disproportionation reaction is the element should have minimum 3 oxidation states. So here phosphorus is having -3 minimum, +5 maximum. In between it has a 0. And the second condition, the oxidation state of the element in the reactant should be present in between of all variable oxidation states. So now it is in between is a 0. So it is in between, then it is possible. Why? Because it can increase its oxidation state, simultaneously it can decrease its oxidation state. So both it may undergo oxidation, it may undergo reduction. So this is a possibility. In this case, if you see, phosphorus 0 to -3. What happens 0 to -3 means decreasing oxidation state, so this is a reduction. Again this is 0 to +1. Here the oxidation state is increasing, so this is oxidation. So here the same element undergoing both oxidation and reduction simultaneously, and this is an example for disproportionation reaction. Let us take some other. Hydrogen peroxide, when it undergo decomposition, it will form H2O plus O2. This is also example for disproportionation reaction. Here oxygen oxidation state -1 in the peroxide, in the water it is -2, and the free element state it is a 0. Now -1 to -2, decreasing oxidation state, this is a reduction. The same oxygen -1 to 0, increasing, so this is oxidation. Let us take some other examples here. These examples also very important. Chlorine, again if you treat with base, it will form NaCl Cl- plus OCl-. When you take the base is dilute and cold base, then it will form Cl- and OCl-. This is also example for disproportionation reaction. And similarly H8, and if you treat with again the base, you will get S2- plus S2O3 2-. Next you can take bromine in presence of base. If you take here hot and concentrated base, then you will get Br- and BrO3-. So all these are the examples of disproportionation reaction. So these are very important. And the next type of reaction we have, fifth one, conproportionation reaction. This is quite opposite to the disproportionation reaction. The fifth one we have conproportionation reaction. Conproportionation reaction. So we can say it is opposite to the disproportionation reaction. Opposite to disproportionation reaction. opposite to disproportionation means here in the case of disproportionation, one element undergo both oxidation and reduction simultaneously. So in this case reverse. So in the two reactants, two elements, one element undergo oxidation, the same element, and other element undergo reduction to form only one product. You can take example like this here. Let me take Br minus and BrO3 minus, and it can form bromine. This previously we have taken for example of disproportionate, and this reaction is a reverse of that one disproportionation, and this is a conproportionation. Here same elements, the two reactants, one undergo decreasing in oxidation, one undergo increasing in oxidation, and they form only one product. Here let us see bromine minus 1 oxidation state, here bromine in +5 oxidation state. This is minus 1 2, here bromine oxidation state 0, elemental state. Minus 1 2 0, decreasing oxidation, sorry, increasing oxidation state, and this is the oxidation process. And here bromine +5 to 0, decreasing oxidation state, reduction. So the same elements, the two reactants, one is undergoing oxidation, another undergoing reduction, and they are forming only one product. Similarly, you can take other examples. Copper plus and copper. So this is copper, and copper 2 plus will give copper plus. Again in this case copper 0, and this is +2, and 0 2, and here +1 increasing, and +2 2, +1 decreasing. So this is also example for conproportionation reaction. Just wherever you find the disproportionation reaction, if you take reverse, you will get the conproportionation reaction. So these are the some various types of redox reactions.
If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.